What's going on, miners, and welcome back to the �HOBBYistMiner channel. Well, as many of you guys may know, I have a home crypto mining shed. And if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to the playlist in the upper right hand corner. Go over and check it out. It has been a blast and an amazing project to learn from. But in that crypto mining shed, I have one ASIC that screams louder than all the rest. And it is an L3+, which is a script miner. And it mines Doge and Litecoin. And this is actually the unit that I replaced the fans with Noctua fans that are significantly skinnier, smaller, but still do the job at a quieter sound level. But it's not the Noctua fans that are too loud. It's the power supply.
Today's video is sponsored by the team over at ASICmarketplace.com. With crypto mining hardware prices dropping, it's critical to find an online store you can trust with your ASIC purchases. The team at ASICmarketplace.com has you covered with some of the most competitive pricing on the market. No matter what brand you're looking for, ASIC Marketplace has it. To name just a few: Bitmain, Goldshell, WhatsMiner, IB-Link, iPolo, JazzMiner, and many more. There are no surprises with ASIC Marketplace. The price listed on their website includes shipping. Imagine that. Finally, ASIC Marketplace takes the buying experience to the next level by accepting cryptocurrency as payment directly on their store. Go check out ASIC Marketplace today via the link in this video's description down below, as well as save $50 at checkout with the discount code TheHobbyistMiner.
All right, so here we have it. This is one of two L3+s that I do have, and I'm running both of them on HiveOS. If you guys have not seen that, I highly recommend that you guys do go over and check out that video. I'll put a link in the upper right hand corner. I have loved every minute of having these on HiveOS, not only because you can undervolt and overclock them, but it also gives you the ability to monitor them, power cycle them, things like that. So it's worked out really well. So not too long ago, about 6 months ago, I got this from a guy locally, and I was very thankful. I got it. There's a pause there, right? I got it for about $300 USD, and it came with the L3+, and then also with the power supply. Now, the fans were disgusting, and I thought this would be a fun project to replace, so I replaced them with these Noctua fans. We have one in the front, and then you can see one in the back here as well. And they've worked beautifully since I got them. Now, they're quiet, they have less of that high-pitched noise and more of just the sound of air movement. We did some testing on sound levels. If you're interested, I have a whole bunch of L3 videos as well. But this guy is the problem child. So what is this? So this isn't your normal power supply that you would get with your Bitmains. This is another branded one. And more specifically, if we take a look, can I move it? Yep, it's an inner-silicon. And this is like the bottom of the barrel, cheaper than cheap power supply. But we have it, and that's what we have. So let's not go spending a ton of money if we don't have to on replacing it quite yet. I thought we would go ahead and try some alternatives. So this unit was in both these units pretty bad shape. I got them cleaned up the best I could, and you can actually see some of the evidence of that. Like if we take a look here. Look, the screws are your reddish orange rusty color. You can see, like, who knows like what we're gonna get when we open this up. I mean, this is kind of that condition that the original fan was as well. So what I decided to do is, like, this is too loud for my crypto mining shed. You can obviously hear it when you're outside the shed, and I don't want my neighbors to get too upset with me. It's one thing to have airflow, that airflow noise of fans, and it's another thing for the high pitch noise. I'm trying to stay away from the high pitch noise and keep that isolated to my garage. So I was watching ChumpChangeXD's channel, and he did something like this with, I think it's an S9 that he did it with. He made that like rocket S9, so kudos to him. If you guys want to check it out, it's a really cool video. And he replaced the power supply fan, not this model, but he replaced it in his ASIC with this Noctua fan. So I got the link from him. Huge shout out and thank you to him. And it is a 40 by 20 millimeter fan. It's a Noctua fan, and I believe it's a I think it's a 3-pin. We'll take a look here in a minute when we open it up. Well, my goal is to open this. I've never opened one of these before, so should be fun. Take a look at this fan. I bet you it's absolutely disgusting, and replace it with this Noctua fan. So first, what I want to do is, before we open this up and take a look, let's actually get this powered up and do a DB test with my phone. Nothing super scientific, but at least to give us an idea. And let's see how loud this unit is exactly the way it is right now. All right, guys, I wanted to jump in real quick as a quick PSA disclaimer. There's two different models out there of these Noctua fans. There's a 5 volt and then there's also a 12 volt. So make sure before you do this on any of your power supplies, actually open the power supply, take out the existing fan and check on the fan. It will tell you, and then order the one that applies. I'm going to put links to both of the Noctuas down below. Do that before you go ahead and order. All right, we have it set up here in our mining room closet. To give you an idea, 73 degrees in here right now. Let's go ahead and reset this. All right, so our average is 78, and you guys can hear how loud it is. It's coming from literally just this right here. This, just a little bit of a hum, but this is that high-pitched noise. So let's go ahead and see what we're gonna replace this with. Okay, so here's the Noctua kit and everything it comes with. So here is that little fan that's gonna replace it there. It does come, this cable is pretty actually decently long. But this is a 3-pin that it comes with, and it does come with this extender, which is nice, and actually has that right there, which is actually pretty convenient. I don't think we're going to need this for what we're doing. I'm not sure what these are, if these are like some type of anchors or like quasi screws that you would put through. Not positive, we'll have to take a look. And then it comes with this adapter kit into this 2-pin if we needed it. Hopefully we do not. So let's go ahead and open up the power supply. All right, so let's see how we make out here. Trying this camera angle, not sure how it'll work out, but we'll see what happens for this video. So there's 4 screws to release the fan from the front of this. But it looks like we have to, there's screws along the top here that we have to undo, and then maybe this slides out. I really don't know. I'm going to try this screwdriver, but I may need something with a little more torque based off of how old these screws are here. But I can't imagine this will take that long. If you guys are running ASICs, curious on which power supplies you are running. I know the APW3 is a super common one. Okay, ooh, look at this. All right. Oh man, this is like, is that greasy? As I said, I necessarily don't know what I'm doing, so are we supposed to open this? Oh, we are. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's got like that orange yellowish to it. This is like that smoker dust. Is that a real thing? Oh, I so want to blow this thing out. I might have to. This is... All right, so our fan's right here in the front. I might take out the fan and then blow this out. Oh, I should have wore gloves. This is gross. All right, so let's take out these screws in the front. They're coming out pretty good. Are these like your, I wonder if these are your typical like fans. I think they are. Yeah, these look like, let's see how deep these are though. Okay, so these are like these little black ones. It does come with the silver ones, like your typical fan screw ones. We'll see if those work. But we'll hold on to these. They were black. Now they're rusted orange color. Oh, God, this is gross. I feel like that, like, maybe this was just from the guy's garage. I don't know. But, and I hate to offend my smoker friends out there. Not judging, but if that's what this looks like. Oh. I had one GPU from a guy once that was like that I got. Oh my gosh, when I cleaned it, it stunk. I don't know if you guys have had any of those before with your GPUs, if you bought them like secondhand, because you don't know what you're gonna get by like the pictures and stuff. So, all right, so let's see here. All right, fans out, and is it easy to get to? Wow, this is a long cord. Look how long this is. I'm gonna need that extension. Okay, it goes to a 3-pin. I'll show you guys it real quick here. It goes all the way to the back of the entire board, and then goes right to there's a 3-pin right here. There we go. Nice. All right, so we're all cleaned up here the best we could. I noticed a little bit like these almost remind me of thermal pads. I don't think they necessarily are, but it kind of feels like it, this material. So like all that dust gets cleaned up there. And the other thing I thought about too was something I really didn't think about. So like I knew like all that air was coming out through the front here. That's what was making all that noise, or the heat was coming out the front. which is such a weird design because it's coming out the front of this and then blowing into my ASIC. It like, yeah, I'll show it to you guys when I get this power back up. It doesn't make sense, and maybe you guys can explain it. But this is actually your intake side. It's open, like passive intake there, or pull. The air gets pulled through the power supply and then blown out the back here. So when I'm taking a look at this unit here, let's see, do we have any arrows? We do. Not sure if you can see it, but there's an arrow saying this is the out. So we're going to want to have this completely facing towards the back here. And we can probably get away with it sitting in here just like this. And then we'll run our cable through and we'll need our extender. So let's try the brand new screws if they grip it, which it should, I would think. I don't think we need it. Now, this is, the depth of this one is smaller. You can see in size. You can see it's definitely smaller in size. So we're going to take this, we're going to put it right in here. Let's get these done. Come on. Perfect. There we go. All right, so we'll screw this in. So that's done. We are going to need our cable. We're short by only about 1 inch. So we're actually going to have extra. So we're going to have to, I'm going to keep this tie here. We're going to tie it off because we're going to need it. So let's get that plugged into here. That's done. And I'll get this end plugged in, and then I'll find a way to loop that to get it out of the way. All right, we have success. That took way more work than I expected. So we trimmed off the 2 little edges on this actual 3-pin. And now we can fit in here. It is nice and snug. That was my concern. So let me get that back in place. There we go. I wanted to make sure it was like in there perfectly because I don't want to have any issues, which will be good. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and take this. I was just going to double back this fan, I think, is kind of where my head's at. Okay, we're all fixed there. So now we have these old rustic screws to put back in. Let's get these put back in place. All right, guys, so our finished product here, Noctua fan installed, everything put back together, which should be good. I can see my fan 3 pin right in there. Not sure you guys can see it with the camera, but there it is. So let's get this plugged back in and see how we do. All right, so we got it back together. We're all set and ready to go. So when I was taking apart that fan, what I was talking about with like airflow and like direction and stuff, so like the intake comes this side, right? And then flows through here and exhausts on this side. But then here's the intake for our L3. So then what is it? Suck it, blow out the heat on the back side, and then look, the intake's on that side. Why is it designed like this? Now, I was trying to think through, like, those yellow and black PCI cables, you couldn't flip this the other way. They're not long enough. So this is, I mean, maybe I'm missing something. Please tell me. But, like, this seems absolutely stupid. But someone smarter than me, please comment down below. Let me know why this is designed the way it is. I'd love to know. Please let me know. So let's go ahead and get this powered back up, and then we're going to let it mine for 5 to 10 minutes until we're on our full hash rate, and we'll see how things sound. So let's try it out. All right, we're up and mining here. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to reset our dB meter. All right, we're down to 74 dB. So we were at 78, 79 dB. We're now down to 74 dB. But we don't hear that high-pitched squealing noise, which is awesome. That terrible ASIC noise. I don't even know what to call it. What do you guys call that? So like high frequency? Like what is that? But we still hear the hum, and it's actually this fan is what we hear, but it's just a slight hum. Now, some things, this is your PSA or disclaimer. This guy rotates at 18,000 RPMs. Our Noctua, 5,000. Our CFM, 24.5. Our Noctua, 5.5. So significantly less. So what does that mean? Well, I'm no electrician, but let's just talk about airflow. We're pumping significantly less airflow through this power supply now in order to gain a quieter noise and sound. So we're gonna have to be careful and keep an eye on this. I'm a little hesitant now. We'll see how this goes. I may replace this entire unit with an APW7 at some point here just to make me feel a little bit better and comfortable. The AP7s are more efficient and they also are quieter. We're gonna have to see. So keep that in mind. This is your PSA, your disclaimer. I have no clue what I'm doing, all right? We'll see how things go. All right, guys, well, that is gonna wrap things up for today. This was a fun video, nothing crazy, nothing, you know, amazing that occurred, but we did replace that power supply fan, significantly quieter now. I feel so much more comfortable putting it back out in my shed where my neighbors aren't gonna complain for that high pitch ASIC noise. If you guys have any advice, recommendations, thoughts, feedback, I talked about a few nuggets along the way. I'd love to get your input. I asked some questions. I'd love to hear from you guys. Leave comments down below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Today's video is sponsored by the team at Bybit.com. Buying, selling, and trading cryptocurrency should not require you to jump through hoops in 2023. The team at Bybit has you covered. Crypto mining enthusiasts now have a platform to transfer their mined crypto to and liquidate it quickly, easily, and on the go. In a situation where you need to purchase cryptocurrency with a credit card or debit card? No sweat. Bybit provides you multiple avenues for purchasing crypto instantly. Where are my crypto traders at? Bybit has an arsenal of features for spot trading, margin trading, copy trading, and trading bots. Currently, if you deposit $100 with Bybit, you'll receive an extra $20 USDT. Check out Bybit today via the link in the video description.